Hello everyone. Um, it is currently the 13th of July 2024, Saturday. What you're seeing on my screen here is the trades I took yesterday on Friday. And before we get into that, I was just going to mention that I might start making some more different kind of videos as well. So I'll keep the series going, obviously, but I can do like some day in the life videos, show like my kickboxing training at the gym, like things I... Okay, this looks better. My Liverpool shirt, it'll rep the club. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, I wanna do more videos, not just training videos, do more lifestyle videos, training, fitness, health, eating, everything, because I'm like trying to get shredded right now. I'm like on my way there. Show you guys some of that, because like healthy mind, a healthy body, will definitely 100% translate into your trading. You will never see a fat, profitable trader. It doesn't exist. Because to be a trader, you need to be extremely disciplined, and a fat person has no discipline. That's just the facts. If you're triggered, then be mad, but that is the objective truth. Like, go argue with your nan. Anyways, I'm gonna start recording now. My screen is not recording, so I'll start recording now. Okay, that's just to sync the sound. Anyways, so that's my plan. Now I will go through the trades I took yesterday on Friday. Keep this up actually, make sure it's recording. Okay, so I only took 3 trades. One of these was a forward test. And guess which one it was? I'll give you 5 seconds. It was, of course, this one. Yeah, the only trade that won was the forward test. So this was a forward test. I took these first 2. I took this loss during London, and then this was a break even. And then this setup presented itself, and I was like, wow, it's a very nice setup, but I've already like not won 2 trades in London, so I'm just gonna forward test this. I guess it's like good because I was patient, but yeah, this one ended up playing out. It was just basically the better version of these 2 trades, and I'll explain why in a bit. And then I waited till later in the day for another setup to be presented, like pre-New York. And this came about. This was like a really high probability setup for me. I've realized some things with my strategy, how I can increase my win rate, because it was pretty terrible this week. I had like a 23% win rate this week, which is not good. The strategy should have like a 50 to 60% win rate. But nonetheless, we do end at break even, so that's not bad. And we could have ended up we could have been up 2% this week. We could have been up 2%. And this trade was just extremely unlucky. This was a really good trade, but it literally just got wicked out, stop loss, before moving straight to my TP. So I was just like very unlucky. And yeah, so instead of ending up, this trade could have ended us at 2% up on the week, but now we're just at break even. So we're 0. We're back where we started. We started the challenge this week, and we're just at 0. We're at break even right now. So that's the progress. I will run you guys through the trades, and then I will show you guys my trading journal, where like I've documented how the week went, how every day during the week went, and the changes I'm planning to make for next week's trading week. So first, we have this first trade that I took. I did follow my strategy. It was a good trade. So this was a 1 hour range. We trade 1 hour and 4 hour ranges. That's what I do. So we have a 1 hour breaker structure here, and once we have our breaker structure, for this high to be confirmed as a weak high, I'm waiting for price to retrace, and then I'm waiting for either a 5-minute or a 15-minute change of character back to the upside. So as soon as that change of character comes back to the upside, that means there was a low here that was strong, flipped the price back up, made this high weak. As we can see here, that played out perfectly, changed price bullish, and price went up. So that's the theory behind that. And we'll go on our mid time frame, 5-minute. We retrace after the 1 hour breaker structure, came back here, 5-minute change of character, 5-minute breaker structure, and then price retraced into this 5-minute POI, we had another changing character up, and we have price like nice, fairly bullish movements. And so this high also gets confirmed as a mid-time frame week high. Mid-time frame week high. So that means I know this high is going to be broken, which it did get broken. So this theory works, the concepts work. It's just basic smart money concepts. And so yeah, price came in, change the character up, bullish breaker structures up, and I was expecting it to continue right here, but I think today wasn't a bad day for me. Like, I traded my plane correctly. I didn't deviate from my strategy. So I think today was just unlucky. I'm not like upset about today. Like, this was not a bad day for me. So we have a 5-minute breaker structure right here. 5-minute breaker structure up. And then we come down, we retrace, and I'm basically just waiting for a 1-minute shift up to take my trade. And we go on the 1 minute. And we have a nice 1-minute shift here. We swept this low. We swept these lows on the 5-minute, this 5-minute breaker structure range, and a strong shift. So this really should have gone well. Like, that's a really good trade. I will take this trade any day of the week, but it just didn't work out in our favor here. And the same idea for this trade. We had another shift up, and I decided to take it, and it did go up for a bit, and we did get saved here at break even. So 1.5 I go break even, and so we got saved there. And then this trade, it came back down, and I'm like, okay, now it's at the extreme demand zone of this 5-minute breaker structure. It's a really good POI, really good level of inducement here. It's like a textbook breaker structure trade. It's created like equal high liquidity up here, and we have a nice shift. Yeah, we'll look at the shifts on the 5-minute. So 5-minute here. This one basically a type 5-minute. This is a 5-minute type 2, I believe. Yeah, 5-minute type 2. This one was a 5-minute type 2 as well. Yeah, this one was a 5-minute type 2 because this candle swept here and it didn't break above, so we needed to wait for more candles for it to break. For a type 1, it's just the next candle that sweeps, the very next candle that sweeps this candle breaks, like fully breaks, and gold closes above it. And that's a type 1. So that's something I've realized in my trading. Like, my type 1s are like very high probability. I looked at my data, and all my trades that's type 5-minute type 1 has a 60% win rate. So that's much better than the 23% win rate I had this week. So from now on, I'm gonna just be trading 5-minute type 1s. So I'm gonna wait for a 5-minute type 1 shift, and that's the only kind of trade I will take. Yeah, okay. So this trade happened. This was not a 5-minute type 1, but it was a 15-minute type 2. So 15-minute type 2, wait, no, I don't think that is. Let me check. Actually, no, it is a 15-minute type 2. I'm still a bit confused with my types because I just learned these recently. Yeah, that's a 15-minute type 2. So we have the sweep candle, and then we have one candle. Oh no, this trade here. We have the sweep candle, one candle up, two candle up, three candles up. It took 3 candles, so it's not a type 1. It's not a type 1. It's a type 2. So a 15-minute type 2 is also very high probability. In my data, it's like 70%. But the thing is, we can't take 15-minute type 2s because it's kind of hindsight. Like, this became a 15-minute type 2 after I entered, so I couldn't have known, but I can know when it's a 5-minute type 1. So that's why I'm probably going to wait for 3 and 5-minute type 1s. That's a very nice 3-minute type 1. So I'll be waiting for that for my trade entry. And then for my high time frame trades, where like it's more of like an intraday trade where it will last like a lot of hours in the day, like probably the whole day, and I have a really large stop loss, then I'll probably take 15-minute type 2s. So there's that. This trade worked out. And then now this was a very, very high probability trade. And as you see, it would have worked out. We just got quite unlucky. And what I've added into my data is to just have my stops a bit higher above like my kind of order blocks or POIs, or just even above the level I'm using. Because if I did that, this trade would have been a winner. Like, perfect. It wouldn't have hit break even. It would have come down, come back up, and then just shot to my TP. So that trade would have been lovely, but that's just not how it worked out. But I learned like a lesson. I know something to do for next time. But also in general, it was kind of just unlucky. So in my data, it was supposed to have like a 73% chance of hitting, because this was a retracement trade. It was a retracement trade with a higher time frame week high taken, but that higher time frame week high also being a previous day level. So this was the previous day high, and it was at 1 hour week high, and it got swept. So I checked this in my data. Like, I collect information on every little kind of confluence. And previous day sweeps with a week high range sweep have a very high probability for me. So like, I was very confident in this trade, and we just got very unlucky. So so we had the sweep, and we had a very strong 5-minute change of character down. Like, look at this candle right here. Like, that is very good confidence for me that we're gonna be bearish now for the next whatever, how long, but for a little bit to win the trade at least. So 5-minute change of character, that confirmed basically my directional bias. So what confirms my bias is always my mid time frame. My high time frame, like this 1 hour week high and previous day high, is a confluence. It starts my bias, but I don't trade based off that bias. I did take a couple of trades this week off that bias, but I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to do that anymore because it's super low win rate. So I need to focus. What I have in my notes in my journal is to really focus on my mid time frame. So this 5-minute structure, because that's where price is moving at the time of my trade. So our bias starts here, this sweep, and our bias gets confirmed by this 5-minute change of character with this strong displacement movement. So that basically now confirms I can look for a short when we receive our confirmation. So price retraces into this breaker block that's overlapping the FVG, and we have a really nice 1-minute shift. This is just a beautiful shift right here, and it is a 5-minute type 1, a very nice 5-minute type 1. So previous day high, 1 week sweep, 5-minute type 1. That was just very high probability confluences, but that just wasn't the trade that trade just didn't work out. But I know for the future now, like, I've analyzed my data very closely this week, and I know what trades I need to take to give me a very strong win rate. So those are the trades. Also, look at this. This trade came so close to hitting break even. That's my break even, 1.5. Like, we could have been saved, but as well, like, but yeah, it's just very unlucky. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen a lot. I wrote that trade down as a good trade, inevitable loss. That's my note. That's my learning from it. It's just you can't win every trade, even if it looks perfect. The perfect trade can lose. That's just how trading works. Yeah. Anyways, so now I will show you guys my data, which I haven't showed you guys yet. So I use Tom's trading journal. It's Tom Trades. I think I mentioned it before. I used to use my own, and it was really shitty. It was like quite unorganized. This one is just beautiful. So let me bring it onto the screen here. So yeah, this is my trading journal. This right here, what you're seeing, is like what determines if you're going to be profitable or not. Like, this is what I used to use, like a really shitty basic journal. Like, I used this for the longest time. I used this for like a year because I didn't like have access to any better journals. I didn't even know there was better journals. Like, my supposed first mentor, I'm not going to mention him, but like, he just wasn't great. Like, he was great to others, but like, he just didn't want to help me. I don't know. So the mentors I found after that were really helpful. Got better journals, better learning, just better everything. But yeah, that first guy I was learning from, he just really didn't give a lot of attention to like many of his students. So Nothing really, like, I didn't get much help. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like blindly trading. I didn't even understand like how trading worked. Like I didn't really understand anything that I understand now. But that's just a part of the game. You can probably become profitable in a lot shorter amount of time than it took me. If you just have the right person to guide you along and do the right things. Because the reason why it takes people a long time to be profitable is just because they wasted time. They just wasted time doing a lot of bullshit. People spend like 1-2 years literally not collecting data, not journaling. And like that's just mind blowing to me because that's just 1 to 2 years wasted. That's 1 to 2 years less time it could have taken for them to be profitable. Anyways, we'll go on to my data. This is all my trades. We have a daily review, and I even added a weekly review. I think a weekly review is very important, so I added that in. And we took 13 trades this week. Profit and loss was 0. A break even week. Our live trading win rate on our funded challenge was 23%. 23%, but that's not including break evens. Including break evens, it's like 33%. And our win rate on the trades we forward tested was 66%. So having just these two stats proves to me that it's not my strategy that's at fault. It's just my psychology. I can have a much better win rate with a better psychology, because the same strategy with me really focused on it, like overthinking it, analyzing it, got me a 23% win rate. But when I'm just placing a position on the chart without trading and not really caring, it has a 66% win rate. So when a lot less emotions are involved, this strategy is very powerful. 3R with a 66% win rate is ridiculous. So that is what I'm trying to do. Like I know my strategy can be at least 60 to 65%. So that's why it's so key. Like it's so key to collect data, to understand all of this, to like take note of all these confluences. I have so much. Like I look at even like every separate hour of the session, not even the session together. I have this like liquidity as well. I just know like I can filter everything, and it tells me which liquidity points give me the highest probability, which time frame types, which confirmations. Can take notes, and then I can open it up and I can see all my photos. Like data is ridiculously important. It's not even ridiculously important, it's just needed, it's essential. You're not going to become profitable without it. So yeah, so I took 13 trades altogether, and looking back at it, 5 of those losses were very avoidable. So each of those losses was a 0.5% loss. So that means if we go 5 times 0.5, yeah. I don't know why I needed to calculate that, but we could have finished the week 2% up, like 2.5% up, even 3% up. But I just took a lot of trades that I didn't need to take that weren't perfect, and that wasn't in the best trading conditions. So that's one thing I realized that I struggle with, is waiting for good conditions to trade in. I'll take a lot of trades in shitty conditions when volume is low, and that makes my strategy like a lot lower win rate. So I've wrote down here, I even have a list of things to work on and things to do. And I've wrote down the mistakes I made this week. I have my entries. I can go back and look at examples. Like, I have my entire strategy outlined here. I made a section this week for conditions to outline to me what is good mid time frame conditions, how it looks when price is trending, and what is bad mid time frame conditions. When price is just like chopping back and forth like this within a range, like I just should not trade. So that's why it's very important to have a journal. I'm taking note of everything. Like I want to know every piece of information, not overdoing it, but I want to know the main pieces of information. That is the cause of me not being the best trader that I could be. Anyways, yeah, so there's 5 avoidable L's there. I've written down my emotions. I think it was just alright. Process was alright. I would have gone lower, but I think because we managed to end the week at break even. We didn't do too terribly. We didn't over trade. We didn't over risk. We didn't over leverage. We didn't do any of those dumb risk management mistakes. Everything was just purely strategy, like psychological of the strategy. So I wrote down what I needed, what I learned. I learned that 5-minute type 1s and 15-minute type 2s give me a very powerful win rate. 5-minute type 1s gave me a 60%, 15-minute type 2s gave me a 70%, and then 5-minute type 1s and 15-minute type 2s with a high time frame range sweep of liquidity with a previous day level gave me like an 83% win rate. So that pretty much solves the problem of me needing to look for a good shift, because I was thinking like my 1-minute shifts, some of them I take aren't great. So looking at it from the 5-minute and the 15-minute is really going to help me find a good shift. And I also need to focus on trading better mid time frame conditions. I need to wait until price is like strongly trending, because that is when I win a lot of trades, and I can win a lot of trades consecutively. And yeah, so this is just, could have ended the week in profit, just needed very small tweaks. But there was actually more trades this week that I put the stop loss just too tight and it just got weaked out before going out. So that's also an extra couple of trades that could have won or just even broke even. If I had just set my stop loss a bit higher, because I just need to think that stop loss level could be a small point of liquidity, because it's a change of character level where I'm taking a trade from. So if I can just cover that a little bit, we will win and break even more trades, and we will just lose less trades in general. So this is a bit of a longer video, because I'm explaining a lot more. This is a good video. I recommend watching the whole thing. Well, we're at the end now, so it's like too late to tell the people at the start. Anyways, and then I have next week. I've put in my next week weekly review, and I have my focuses and my goal for this week. So I'm gonna tell you guys now, so I don't like bitch it and I don't like not do it, and I stick to it, because you guys are watching and I don't want to disappoint you guys. So I took 13 trades last week, and since like 5 or more could have been avoidable, I'm gonna focus less trades, 8 or less trades. I'm gonna limit myself at that. Focus on better quality trades and strictly follow my plan. I'm going to trade only 5-minute type 1s, ideally a 5-minute type 1 with a 15-minute type 2. I'm going to focus on better mid time frame conditions. So that's my 5-minute and 5-minute and 15-minute time frame. I'm going to wait for a clear trending mid time frame market, which is a good condition for me to trade, and putting my stop losses a bit higher above my entry level. So this is incredibly important. This is what's going to make you profitable, like, because this journal has just changed the game for me compared to what I was doing before. And yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I always appreciate you guys watching. And I don't think anyone actually watches the full videos, because I check my analytics and the average watch time is like 40 seconds or like 2 minutes. And I've been posting like 15-minute videos. So if you did make it to the end, I love you. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. It feels corny as fuck saying that, but yeah, do that. Let me know if you guys want to see more types of videos of my life, day in the lives, thought process, mindset, money mindset, my goals, like whatever, my Muay Thai, my training, my gym, like, cause like if you guys want to know like how to get biceps like these, like just let me know. Like, I'll teach you guys. Like I'll show you guys everything. So thanks for watching. It was a good week, break even week. Let's hope to a better trading week. We've learned some good lessons, and bye.